guest today is Howard Fisher. He's the Director of Corporate Sales at NIU, Northern Illinois University, Naperville. Welcome.
Well, thank you.
Great to have you here today. So I understand that your position in corporate sales is kind of a new position with NIU.
Yeah, most of university positions tend to be academia, but some of the higher ups at the university decided that the business-to-business area needed to really know about what was happening in Northern Illinois University.
Okay.
So that's why I'm here. I'm out talking about all the great things Northern does and nobody knows about.
That's great. So tell me a little bit about the corporate sponsorships that NIU now offers.
Well, I work on a broad scope of projects. Most of our corporate sponsorships center around STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and math.
Kind of a buzzword now, right?
Kind of a buzzword, but very important. Most jobs these days are STEM-based. So they're trying to get kids and adults interested, at younger ages, at younger stages. So one of the biggest events we have is STEM Fest, which is going to be happening this October 17th. It's going to be in its 6th year. Amazingly enough, DeKalb draws 8,000 people to DeKalb every year on a lot of hands-on exhibits and those types of things. So that is a very sponsorable event, and I hope to talk to some people in Naperville about that event. The other couple things we do is we do in-school programs because it's very, very important to get elementary kids involved in STEM. So we did over 155 events this year. Wow. Anywhere from kindergarten to high school. And it's a physics-based program. A couple of mad scientists go into a school and they do physics-based stuff. So they'll do electricity and lights, and they pour liquid nitrogen on the ground and it disappears and all the kids freak out, and it's a good time. We also do STEM programs for adults, and I was very surprised at how popular these are. We do things called STEM cafes, and that's at different restaurants and things throughout the Northern Illinois region. And it's a couple professors from Northern Illinois University, and they come and they give us a talk on something like the science of beer, the science of baseball, the physics of hockey, those types of things. They'll do a speech and it'll be a question and answer, and everybody has a good time. So I'm here to monetize those things.
That's fabulous. And those are things that we don't know. When like you said earlier, we think academia, and this is really making academia a little bit more fun, right? Yeah,
yes.
Which is fantastic.
Yes.
So what do you do for continuing education and professional development?
Well, as you know, we have multiple centers throughout the Northern Illinois region. We have Naperville, I named that first. DeKalb, Hoffman Estates, Rockford, and Laredo Taft, which is kind of a really cool outdoor nature type of place. It's very important to companies now to keep their employees and keep their employees happy. And part of the way that that's accomplished is through continuing education, professional development, and certificate types of programs. So for instance, right now I'm working on a couple of packages for companies that want to offer their employees either a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, or a special certificate type of programs. And all these centers make it easier for people to attend. It could be online and in person, or it can be a blend of both.
Do you see like an increase in companies doing this because they realize how important it is?
Yes. If you watch the news, about a year ago, probably a little under a year ago, Starbucks did it with a major university out of Arizona. Chrysler just did it. Chipotle just did it. Yes, it's. I was very surprised. I thought I would be doing nothing but corporate sponsorships, and I spent a lot of time with HR departments.
Fantastic.
So I have become an expert. but lucky for everybody, I have I call it my geniuses back at Northern Illinois University. They save me a lot of.
We all need those geniuses.
Yes, I definitely have a lot of geniuses.
So tell us about some of the additional services that NIU offers, like rentals and corporate events and things like that.
Yes. They're beautiful, beautiful locations. There's the Naperville location, and again, Rockford, and et cetera. They can host conferences. There are weddings there. Everybody should have a couple. Classes, those types of things are held at all of them. And then, special events are held. attended an event in Rockford that was like Shark Tank, which was called Fast Pitch, and I ended up being a judge, and 40 people came in and they talked about their new products and the new things that they do.
Sure.
And somebody went home with a $5,000 scholarship, and a couple people actually got some funding. So.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so we're doing a tremendous amount.
Yeah.
We're also looking at starting a, we're calling it Smart Space. It's actually a building in downtown DeKalb that does all STEM-based programs.
Could you compare that to an incubator type of thing, or?
More like, for the little ones, more like a children's museum, but this is actually a place where all STEM activities can happen. So they do things called Tinker Space and Maker Space, and they mean all sorts of different things now, where kids and adults can go in and work on their types of projects. In Rockford right now, we do have an incubator called Iger Labs, which is both an incubator, similar to what you see at an 1871 or something, and Rev 3. But also there's a prototype laboratory where they do a lot of 3D printing. So the scope of what we're doing in Northern Illinois has been very, very challenging. I've tried to narrow it down to like those 3 programs we talked about, and continuing education, professional development, and I'm just out, spreading the word. I'm very interested in the community, very interested in getting to know the companies in Naperville. We have a lot of things to offer to meet their objectives and create a relationship with the university.
Well, we are very excited to see what NIU is going to do next. It's an exciting time for you, I'm sure. And we look forward to getting you involved not only in the community, but in the Naperville Area Chamber of Commerce. So thanks so much for being here, Howard.
Thanks, can't wait.
We'll be right back.